Alright, hello, what's up guys, Janet, bringing you guys the gameplay. And, obviously, I got a Ghost gameplay for you guys. Like I said, I was gonna alternate between Ghost and Black Ops 2. Well, at least the Black Ops 2 videos I do have right now. And this is a gameplay that I've had for quite a while. This is a 62 and 11, I think, on Prison Break. I've had this gameplay for quite a while. As you can see here in the first minute, I had to fast forward a lot. Actually, I think overall, I think this is about 4 minutes that I took down into like a minute. So I really love the fast forwarding feature. It's it's pretty helpful. Otherwise, I'd cut all this out, and you guys wouldn't have got to see me get destroyed. So, anyway, we got some things to talk about real quick before I run out of things to say. The NBA Finals are gonna be kicking off. It's rematch from last year, Spurs, Heat. Spurs this year have home court advantage, though. Last year, I think the Heat did. The Spurs are, I think, 4-0 overall when they have home court advantage in the finals. I don't know what exact years. I think it was like 99, 01, 02, and 04 was their championships. They've won 4 with Parker, Duncan, and Ginobili, their big three. So, yeah, they've got a good cast this year. They've got a good bench. They got the 2 other guys that start are really good as well. They're just a better team this year, I think, than they were last year. They're coming in with the first seed in their conference and stuff like that. I think they got the first seed overall, probably. I don't even know. They have to, if they're gonna get home court. But last year the Spurs were about to win. They were about to win that series last year if it wasn't for one of the greatest three-point shooters of all time, Ray Allen, who's a former Celtic, by the way. Love Ray Allen. If it wasn't for him, the Spurs would have won last year, and they'd have won their 5th championship, and they'd be going up for their 6th this year. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. I think the Spurs can do it. I want to see the big 3 get one more before Duncan decides to hang it up. So I don't know. That's going to be an interesting series to watch, though. I usually love watching the finals just because it's, especially if there's good teams in it. It's an interesting, it's a rematch from last year, and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, of course, you got the NBA and the Clippers thing. The Clippers supposedly for $2 billion are getting picked up by a former executive, or I think he was the CEO of Microsoft. I do believe. I'd have to look him up real quick, because I don't know who exactly he is. I think Steve Ballmer. That's who he is. He's a former CEO of Microsoft. We all know Paul Allen, I think is his name. He's the owner of the Seahawks. He was a former. I think he was a former CEO. I think. No, he's the co-founder, actually. Paul Allen's actually the co-founder of Microsoft. Paul Allen, like I just said, he owns the Seahawks. He also owns the Trailblazers, I think. So Steve Ballmer, he's got the Clippers. He's already bought them for $2 billion, and I think he said something about he was going to move the team. If he does, get the purchase of the Clippers, he's gonna move the team. He's gonna rebrand the team, which I think would be okay. I don't see a problem. I mean, the Clippers have been the Clippers, ever since Donald Sterling took over. I think he's the guy that founded the whole organization, and ever since he's had the team, they've been the Clippers. I think in the early days they weren't the Clippers. I don't think. I mean, at some point they were like the San Diego Clippers or some shit until they moved to Los Angeles. So we'll see. I think it'd be interesting to see what the state of Washington get another team. Of course, they had the Seattle SuperSonics, who were the Thunder. So I mean, I think it'd be interesting to see the Seattle area get another team. I think he said he didn't necessarily say Seattle. He said it's like a little area. It's a city, I think. I don't know if it's a city or a town, but it's close to Seattle. I know that. So I don't know, man. That'd be interesting to see a team moving. I wouldn't have a problem with it. I mean, I know there's a lot of Clipper fans out there. I'm not a fan of either one of them. Like I said, I'm a huge Celtic fan. So I mean, I could care less if there's two teams in Los Angeles. I'd much rather see a team in the Seattle area, to be quite honest with you, because Seattle has a. If I was buying the Clippers, I'd definitely move them to Seattle. Uh, I mean, Los Angeles doesn't really need two teams. They really don't. Um, yeah, the Clippers, are starting to get way better than the Lakers. The Lakers are in a tough spot. Kobe's still on the team though, so I mean, I wouldn't count them out. But I mean, you know what I mean? Like the Clippers are good. They got Blake Griffin, they got Chris Paul. I mean, they're building a team over there. Um, and I really don't see why it matters if they're in Los Angeles or they're, you know, in Egypt. I mean, I don't see why it matters. So I'd like to see, and like I just said, if I was the owner of this team, if I was buying this team, hell yeah, I'd move them to Seattle. That's a huge fan base. You see the Seattle Seahawks fan base? They're rapid. Seattle fans are insane. Whatever stadium they move into in Seattle, if they do move, they're gonna be fucking popping it in there. It's gonna be loud as hell. They're gonna be able to think in there, much less shoot a basketball. So we'll see what happens with all that. I'm hoping for it. I wish they would, because Supersonics, they got robbed of their team. They couldn't even find a stadium. That's why they had to move. So we'll see what happens with all that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video as always. Looking for another Black Ops 2 video here soon. Appreciate you guys watching. Peace out.